Hey everybody, do you want to make a D&D podcast like us or really any podcast? Well, then you got to know about Anchor. First off, my favorite part, it's very free. It's the most free. It costs no dollars. That's sick. Second part, you can start monetizing with their monetization tools immediately with no minimum listenership. Also very sick. You can now, this is new. You can take any song from Spotify and add it directly into your episodes, and let me tell you, that's freaking sick nasty. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Last time on Lawful Stupid, you beat Gorza into submission, who has been watching over the town of Charzo, working for this fire giant that you are going to seek out. Rocknick, his name. Along the way, you ran into Barbados Blacksmith, who presumably has had his daughter taken.
I think we just book it to the fire giant.
So, you kind of reach that wall that will protect the housing for the fire giant.
How tall is this wall?
Wall is 15 feet tall.
Now, you know I'm going to run straight up it.
Yeah, that's fine. Beatrice and Will. What you see is that these orcs are bickering down there at the front of the gate, and you hear them say, "Captain Drake, we have to get him or he's asleep." And you guys all know that this is Captain Drake of the orc group that was up in the woods. He's the leader. Captain Drake stands and he says, "Now it's time. Today we take over the fire giant." You see them run up a bunch of stairs. You've made your way into the fire giant's lair. You hear screams of other people, and you hear Barbados say, "Oh gods." And what you see before you, standing 25 feet tall, is this fire giant. And he's got this giant sword he's dragging behind him and this shield. The giant is wearing people from the town as armor. And there are 3 that are tied to his shield. And there's a little girl up front, and she says, "Daddy, help!" And you step into what is chaos. You trailed the orc team down one hallway, turned a corner to your right. Floor made of smooth stone, black marble walls. But as you follow them, the screaming that you heard, it opens into this giant room that is 300 feet long from left to right. As you come into this area, to your left, sort of in the back of the room, is this giant golden throne. And it is where you see on a pedestal the fire giant is standing. In front of him, to his left and right, so closer to you than the fire giant is, are 2 hill giants. And they are both wielding these giant wooden clubs in their hands, kind of surveying what's happening to you in the center and to the right. In front of the hill giants, which is still to your left, probably about 40 feet, are a group of humans who all are wearing the same ragtag set of armor. It is like metal armor, mix and match. And they all have broadswords. In the center of this room, probably a third of the length of the entire thing is, and 15 feet wide by 40 feet long, is like a pit. All right, it must be like a fire pit. And there seems to be like a molten substance here. And you see bubbles and flames popping up throughout this every few seconds. From that, east and west, out of it flow like a little pool, a little stream of lava. And there is like the golden bridge that kind of goes over each little channel that's running out of this pool. And there's also one that runs, if you look to your right as you come into the room, there's a large set of windows that basically is the entire height of this structure you're in. So 50, 60 feet tall windows that peer out into the little village, out into the canyon. And you see another little bit of lava that's pulling out of it that seems to be dropping off. There seems to be an empty space between the floor and the windows that it's dropping into, like a chasm is there. It's going somewhere. You see off to the right, behind the one lane of lava are some goblins, about 5 goblins that are kind of watching the orcs who have come in on that side. They're about 30 feet across from you, 40 feet across from you. They've kind of just walked themselves in the middle of the humans and this first lava pit. And they begin to shoot arrows at the humans. And so the humans aren't looking at you, the hill giants aren't looking at you, but I think the fire giant, he perceives that you come in. And so what you come into is just a bunch of chaos. What you will notice as you also walk in is if you turn sharply right, there are 2 goblins who see you come in. So they've been maybe watching the fighting going on, but they're looking at you now. So in the middle of the room, a rectangular pool of fire, little streams coming out the east and west and the south of it. To your left, which would be like the north of this room, is this golden throne. You've got fire giant, 2 hill giants, and 5 humans kind of in that area. What we'll do is we're going to do actual combat. And so what I'd like for you guys to do is go ahead and roll initiative for me. And just a reminder for everyone at home, you've got you 3, and you've also got Barbados, who's this large man, this blacksmith who carries a giant hammer with him. His daughter's here, and she is currently residing on the shield of Rocknick, the fire giant, with other villagers from the nearby town who are on this giant as pieces of his armor, shoulders, his forearms, around his stomach, his thighs and shin, and they're screaming for help. You see a couple of them that lay lifeless, perhaps already dead from wounds they sustained. William, what is your initiative?
It's a 13.
B, I see that you rolled a 5. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And then 15 for Fume.
Correct.
I will roll. What I will give you a chance to do, I think we'll do kind of a surprise round for you guys because you've come in and everyone's attention is not on you. So if there's something you'd like to do to initiate, I am all for it. And we'll do ladies first. So Beatrice.
We're not going to go in initiative order?
We should go initiative.
That's what I'm saying.
order,
I'm going to give
please.
you guys surprise. Oh, you're talking about like with what you guys have gotten? So if that's the case.
I think that's the most fair way to go.
You know those rolls? Fuck them.
If that's the case, then that puts Fume at the top.
Does it? I rolled higher than Will?
Yes.
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
Oh, okay. How far am I from the fire giant, sir?
Oh, man, you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 feet. 60 feet. 60 feet away.
So I'm going to bonus action Step of the Wind for a key point. That is 45 feet of movement right there.
So do you take on any attacks of opportunity whilst using this?
You can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action. I need the dash distance. So, is there a route that I can take in which I do not accrue attacks of opportunity?
Actually, let me see.
Because I'm gonna end up with 90 feet of movement. Because it's a bonus action 45 feet dash, and then my normal movement of 40. So I'm gonna have 90.
There
I can take kind
is
of a
not
roundabout way.
currently. There's not a way for you to miss with the range given, and that I have that you wouldn't take attack from at least one thing.
Even with 90 feet of movement.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will prompt an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so what you can do is either you can, and obviously you're probably not going to do this one, but you can go between the sort of where the humans are. They kind of form an arc in front, 20 feet in front of the 2 hill giants that are, 10 feet in front of the fire giant. If you go between the human closest to you and the hill giant, of course you'll take 2 there. But if you go around the outside of the hill giant, you'll draw his attention, but you only have to take 1 attack from him.
Let me take the most direct route. I think that that's what Fume would do.
Okay.
He's trying to get to these people. He's trying to get there. Attacks be damned.
So, real quick, you keep saying this group of humans.
Yeah.
Are these bad guys, or are these the hostages that are gonna...
Their posture, their posture is that they are the bad guys.
Okay, I just want
Yes.
that's what I was thinking, but then you said the goblins were shooting at the humans.
Yep.
Did you mean at the orcs?
Posture is bad guys.
But you said the goblins were shooting arrows
Are there
at the
goblins?
humans.
There are goblins, yes. They're on the other side of the two lava kind of streams.
And they're shooting
that
at the
separate-
orcs that just came in ahead of us.
Yes. The orcs.
The orcs, okay.
Yeah.
I think you said humans, or I heard humans. I just wanted to be clear. All right, I'm good.
That attack is a 17 from the hill giant.
My AC is 18, sir.
Okay, perfect. So that one will miss. And then also, let's look at... That's not going to cut it either. That is a 7. So
I think what happened, if I may, I think what Fume was going to do is he's just going to like take like a runner's posture and just like as he steps, each step is kind of streaking with this shadow behind him, and he comes up to this first guy. He kind of like takes a horizontal swing at him, and he just slides on his knees like Matrix style, limbo style underneath of it. And then another guy comes down to bring a blade on top of him, and he tucks into like a forward roll and like springs out of that to dodge that to run up to this giant. And then I still have 40 feet of movement after, because he's 50 feet away. I had 45 off bonus 5. I have 40 feet of movement, which I can run on vertical surfaces. So I'm going to run straight up this motherfucker.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want, yeah, he's standing. You have to climb a couple stairs on top of his kind of pedestal where his throne is, because he stands atop it with shield kind of covering his core, and his sword is down, pointed at the ground currently.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up those steps and kind of take a leap so that I land kind of on his knee. And I'm going to produce the blade of the Light Eater Gauntlet, and I'm going to just run along him, trying to cut this rope as I run my way up him.
Okay. You're not doing any damage. You're just running up. Okay.
I'm running up cutting ropes.
Let's see.
Yeah, he wants to cut the ropes of the people hanging.
Yeah, that's what I would like to use my action for specifically, is cutting
We'll
the
say
ropes.
that you try to cut 2, because I won't give you all of them, because that's just like you try to cut 2 of the way. Would you agree? Because I think that each one of those is an action you're trying to take as you try to hit each one.
So I guess let me do this. Can I roll an investigation check, which I'm not good at, to see if Fume can do the quick mental math to see where it would be smartest to cut this rope to get the most, to fall, Like, there's places where it's, tied together that if you would cut it, more would fall loose, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'll make that roll. Roll a 5. So no, I'm just cutting blindly at these ropes. I have no
Yeah, it
idea
looks
what's
like
better than
every individual is tied with their own individual rope.
Yeah,
what
so
you
I think that's perfectly fair. I have extra attacks, so that's 2 attack actions. I think that's fair. I can cut a rope with each one.
Okay, and I'm just gonna give it to you because a rope is easy to cut, right? It's
Cool.
pretty simple. So, you are able to, I think, from the shin and the left thigh, you're able to cut off 2 of these humans, and they're gonna take some falling damage. Well, the thigh guy is gonna take
Give me
some falling.
1 second, because I know that there's rules for this.
Are you talking about the climbing on somebody?
Yes. I'm looking at it,
Yeah, there's definitely rules for that.
and I want to make sure that I'm not just cheating. So I want to hang on
Well,
to
I
this guy.
think, I would say you're running up him is one thing. It is climbing somebody that you'd have to watch the rules for.
Yeah. Because though I can move up flat surfaces, he's not exactly a flat surface. He's like a moving, living creature.
You can do it as part of your normal movement. You can only make one attempt per turn. You can only attempt to climb a creature that is at least 2 sizes larger than you. To climb the creature, you make a strength, athletics, or acrobatics check, contested by the target's acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, or is it acrobatics or acrobatics athletics from the contester?
The target does acrobatics. The
attacker
targeter does strength. The attacker gets to choose, is what this is saying.
That's awesome. So it's my acrobatics versus his acrobatics is what it'll be.
Yeah, I'm double checking the source on that. Because that came from...
It's page 271 of the DMG.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 271, but then you get the D&D Beyond, and it's harder to...
So what are you saying? What you would roll your choice?
So I would roll my choice versus his acrobatics to see if I can stay on him.
But is that on his turn or your turn?
It's part of my movement action.
It's part of his movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I rolled an 11.
Okay, I'll go ahead and contest that. I rolled a 26.
It's pretty good. Yeah, and so you're able to, or I say lock on to his waist. He has like a belt on. If maybe there's some way you can hang on there. You've run up and you've cut 2, and now you're hanging on to his belt.
There's some rules around if the creature moves 20 feet or more while you're hanging on that you have to do some checks and stuff.
Yeah, some acrobatics checks to keep on, I guess.
It's a strength athletics check to hold on.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'll leave these up, so if we run into them...
Appreciate you, homie.
Yep.
Fume, are you all spent?
Yeah, that's everything for me.
All right, William, you are up.
All right, so I have a question about the layout, so I can get my head right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pool of molten lava in the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of like a raised brick area or block, something that would hold a material that would hold this heated.
Yeah, and how big? You said it's like 10 foot.
It's 15 feet across.
5 foot radius.
So it's rectangular.
Okay,
15 feet
great.
across.
Nice and big. And the group of humans and the goblins, how far out would you say they are from that pit?
Humans are at the head
feet?
of it. If you look to the left, like where.
So they're like right next to it.
Yeah, 5. They're like 10 feet away from it.
Fuck me. Yeah, great. How far am I from that?
Currently, you are 20 feet from the edge of it.
Oh, you beautiful bastard! Thank you so much. I know what I want to do.
You ran in the room.
Will walks in the room. He watches Fume just fucking book it, knowing he can't keep up, seeing the battle out. Here's what Will does. He rushes forward 20 feet and jumps and dives into the molten lava. As he does so, he's going to use his action and take some of his damage, some of his HP as a damage to do this. He's going to transform into that fire elemental. And so, as he does this, he splashes, magma goes everywhere, and then he stands up as the fucking, fire elemental.
Okay.
And he's 10 feet away from this group of humans, right?
Yep.
How many humans are there?
There are 5 of them.
Perfect. I'm going to, roll up to them, to the edge of this magma pit, but I'm staying in this
so that's like 10 feet more that you move, because you guys are right in the middle.
They are at the edge then. I get right up the edge, but I'm staying in my lava pit. I'm happy here. This is home.
So they're 15 feet away from you at this point.
Okay, if I'm at the edge of the lava pit, they're 15 feet away?
Yes.
I thought they were right there. Fuck. Okay, that's okay. So how many are 15 feet away from me? 1 or 2?
1. There's one in the center, and then 2 kind of behind him.
That's not nearly as fun, but I'm at a movement speed, and that's okay. Oh, I can't do anything this turn, but boy howdy, am I fucking intimidated.
But next turn, you just wait.
Well, this is a surprise round, so that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do in this one?
Do I have any bonus actions that make me badass? I don't think so, at the moment. Nah, I think I'm good.
Okay, what we'll do is...
The confidence of a man who wrote his own class and is free to make edits whenever he wants to says, "Do I have any bonus actions to be badass?" No, not at the moment.
Beatrice, you're not next, but what I want you to do is call out to Barbados and tell him what to do.
Cool. Because we're in charge of him, aren't we?
You are. I'm going to swap it around
I
each
forgot.
turn, but I'm kind of ticking off who's got it this time. So next will be Will, and then Fume, and we'll just recycle.
Will is out, bro. He can't talk in this
Can't
form.
talk anymore.
I should have done it differently, but whatever.
Okay, so I'll take care of Barbados so I don't have to control the NPC for too long.
Hey, real quick, sorry to interrupt, Avon. Is it cooler if he can talk as a fire elemental? I think yes, and I think we should just make it so
I think he can't talk. I think he can only use mental. I think maybe you have that control, that faculty. Even if you did talk, it'd be like a screech or something. So
he could do
I think
that.
a gurgly lava voice, a la Hercules would
He
be
can do
cool.
that. He understands common. He just can't speak it in the form.
I think you can only talk to your,
But I can
your
use the-
teammates.
that's fine.
obviously.
I can do
so
the
you
mind
can't
thing.
speak into the enemies, but you can
Well,
speak to your
hold on.
teammates.
As a Kalashar, I guess I change forms.
You're
You should
magma
keep all your mental abilities. That's like tied to your fucking soul.
That's fair. I'm with that.
Cool. Bee's
The
gonna look
druids,
at
when they wild
Barbados.
shape, get to keep all their normal. Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to interrupt you, Avon. I love you. I'm just talking about rules. I'm sorry.
Avon, before you do your thing, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I'll just go lay down on the couch while I wait.
She says, "I'm also going to go lay in
you
the lava
have
pool."
the floor, Avon. I'm sorry.
but I don't come back. I just die in the lava.
Yeah, she's gonna tell Barbados, like, go help Fume catch the people.
And all right, you got it.
Cool.
So you're telling him, give me 1 second, because he has to run through a couple things.
Sweet.
Okay, this boy is going to try to attack.
It takes the same path that I took. They all spent their reactions attacking me.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah. So they I just watched this large man, the human kind of cowers, and he is at the feet of the fire giant with you, and he is going to take a swing.
I don't
at the
want
knees.
to. I hate to be that guy, but how'd he get there? I'm very fast. That's a cool thing that I get to do.
So it'll be his bonus attack, because he'll use dash to get there.
Okay.
And it'd be a bonus action. That is a 15. That will hit. And he will do... where's that? Sorry. He'll do 18 points of damage to the knee of the fire giant.
Take
the fire
that,
giant
knee.
almost doesn't even seem to notice that it has happened. It's kind of more of like a sharp pain that took place. And then Beatrice, it is your turn.
Cool. I'd like to spend it maybe on probably. I don't know if it's going to be deception or persuasion. She's basically going to just yell into the room, be like, "We're going after the Rocknick with the orcs. We got that thing. Attack that guy, and we won't burn ya."
So just to be clear, you're telling the orcs to attack.
No, we are with the orcs. We've got William, as she points to the giant flaming elemental, go after Rocknick.
Ooh, okay, I love it. I think that you hear the captain, who you know, he turns just to say, "Got it."
No, I'm trying to tell the entire room. See whoever else turns, like the humans or the goblins, or I'm trying to convince the room to do something.
Let's see if you have enough of a I don't know that you simply yelling in a room full of yelling people is enough. Is there something else you'd like to do to maybe draw attention?
Nah, I don't got much. sadly.
Do you have a magical bird that you can create?
That bird died.
Oh.
I got firebolt and I can shoot it up into the air.
By all means.
That's a cantrip. There you go.
Okay, so that's what you do? Shoot fireball up?
Yep. I don't know how much attention that's gonna get.
That's a bright light in an area that is, that will make... Does it make a noise?
Fireball? Yeah, why not? It's magic.
It draws the attention of the two goblins to your right. It draws the attention of the hill giant closest to you and two of the humans, we'll say.
It's a really slow fireball. It goes...
Hey, what's that over there? Hill giant says.
Oh, like the sad ones in Mario, where it kind of just pitters out.
Oh. Cool. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
If I can bonus action dodge, I think that's one of my rogue abilities. Oh gosh. Nope.
Disengage. Hide.
Disengage. Yeah. Well, I'm used to playing a monk in another game, and I know I can do other things on a bonus
Patient
action.
defense.
Yes.
Okay, so are you moving somewhere?
Nope, I'm going to stay where I am, because there's a lot going on.
You're in a good spot. All right, top of the lineup. Here we go. Going to try to get through these. Hill giant that is on the further side of the room is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to one of the orcs who has his back turned. He will attack. That is a 14. He does hit. And he is going to do, with a great club, 19 damage to this orc. And he hits him so hard, he flings him over to the wall. The guy collapses, hits the wall. You hear a crack, and he slides down the wall, and he does not get up.
Weakling.
Seek your pity for the weak.
Okay. Next up is the orc who was next to him saw this happen, and he turns to attack. That does hit. And he's going to do 15 damage to that hill giant. Hill giant kind of lets out a little yelp, but doesn't seem to be too deterred by this orc. Next up is Fume.
I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing.
So you're climbing the fire giant, trying to cut down people?
Yeah, climbing the fire giant, cutting ropes. Can I shoot another investigation check to see if I can work smarter and not harder?
Yes. Roll it with disadvantage as you're climbing.
I better just not then. I'll just keep chopping.
Okay, we're gonna say you make 2 rolls for me. They're gonna be pretty easy, but I'm gonna say now that you're kind of having to pay more attention to the climb.
Sure thing. 26.
Yep. So you'll cut another rope.
And a crit.
Yeah, let's say that this rope was actually connected to 2 people, and so they begin to fall as well.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it. You want to crit on? I'm rocking and rolling. No. Let me think. Bonus action. I guess I can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action whenever I make a normal attack. And
Okay, I think you're at
well.
stomach level now at this point.
As I'm crawling around this guy and cutting ropes, I notice that I'm behind his kidney. I'm like, meh, and I just punch him in the kidney as hard as I can.
Okay, roll an attack for me.
Only 11.
It
Oh no,
does not-
I have advantage on attacks against the creature while
Yes,
I'm
you
riding
do.
it, right?
Oh,
Yep.
it's bound to be better than 11.
20, dirty.
Yeah, it definitely hits. Oh wait, I take that back. It does not hit him. due to his extra armor. Yes, it does not affect him. So
keep taking
you
those
need to
people off.
roll. You rolled with advantage.
I did, yes.
Actually, what you do is as you're crawling up him, he turns last minute. Roll a damage for me, anyways. Was it a 9 damage?
It was 9 bludgeoning damage, yes.
You strike one of the civilians that he has on him as he turns his body enough to finagle it so that there's a human there.
Oh, that's
instead of-
gross.
While I'm climbing on him?
Yeah.
Yes.
I get it. There's a AC threshold that if you hit over a certain point, you hit a person. Or if you
person-
don't need it, you hit them.
Goes unconscious.
Yeah, I'm really strong.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Yeah, I'm really strong. So, sorry, guy.
My only gripe is that this is the area where I just cut 3-piece people loose. You would think it would be kind of a bare part in his armor. Like, at full armor, it would make... But I'm literally right where I just cut 3 people free. It seems kind of crazy he would be able to slip some... But you know what?
I don't make up the body about how you wear people like that. I'm just not doing it.
You're right.
It's choice of decoration.
Yeah, somebody else made those rules up.
All right. We move on to the fire giant. So you said he has to, as an action, he would have to try to shake you off, or if he moves a certain amount of distance, then it would.
Well,
be
so I double checked. I double checked. The DMG does not have that movement rule anymore, so that must have been an old rule. The current way he has to use an action to fling you off.
And it's his athletics versus my athletics or acrobatics.
Correct. If that's what he wants to use as his entire action.
His whole action.
Yep,
baby.
whole
Just
action.
Little
He don't get to do any
Fume.
multi-attacks.
Little Fume.
I like how we're like baiting him into either throwing Fume off or unleashing
coward.
multi-attacks.
I think. No, I think he sees the commotion with the orcs. Honestly, I think he's probably paying. Actually, you know what? I'll roll to see what he's paying more attention to.
I mean, you know his head, man.
Maybe-
Unless it's just random.
I'm just gonna do a random. I don't think you've stabbed him yet, so he doesn't really care. Like he's got other bodies on him, right?
I was so mad at him for doing that thing he just did with the civilian. I was like, next turn he's just getting knives. And I was like, then he'll just make civilians get it.
He did this. He's gonna pick up a boulder that's nearby, like behind next to the thing. Pick it up overhead.
I love the idea of Fume just cutting into people and being like, that fire giant did it.
If I go to roll to stab this guy and I stab a civilian, can I at least stab through that civilian and continue? Like if I just give up trying to aim anywhere else,
kinda love
can
that.
I just let this one guy go and keep stabbing through?
I mean,
him?
the average human torso's a foot, so I mean,
How long is the weapon?
It's a short sword, so yeah, at least a foot long.
yeah, you could go through.
He throws this boulder. It takes out 2 of the humans in front of him, 1 of the orcs, and rolls over a goblin as well. Has just crushed
Total board wipe.
a whole lot of people. And that will be his move. That goblin is deceased.
Just goblin paste.
Yeah.
Goes good on French fries.
That warrior is deceased.
Bring it, you can make it into booze.
Ooh.
So I said 2 humans. Okay. It comes to Captain Drake, who is he just managed to like dodge that boulder attack. He is going to give a battle cry, which will affect the 2 remaining orcs. It will affect Will as well.
Ooh.
Each creature of the Warchief's choice that has within 30 feet of it can hear it and not already affected by the battle cry gain advantage on attack rolls until the start of the Warchief's next turn.
Oh.
Warchief can then make 1 attack as a bonus action. So he will... does it say it's 1 action? It doesn't say what it is. It seems like it's a...
Probably his action.
If it
If he
is,
didn't get to
okay.
make a
It
bonus
is
attack as a
action, yeah,
bonus
it is
action.
action.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he will... Actually, that's it. That's what he does. So he does battle cry. And then, actually, it's William's turn.
I really love that he gave me battle cry. That makes me happy. Except for I'm not planning on attacking, so that sucks. I'm gonna leap out of this lava pit as much as I think it's super cool to be in it. Then I'm gonna travel up to this group of humans. So there's 3 of them. They should all be right next to me, right? To some degree.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're 5 and then 10 feet if you've come out to be in
Perfect. I'm gonna roll up to them in my fire elemental form. I imagine it's very humanoid in nature, because otherwise it's just the WoW version. I don't want that. And like I kind of lean forward and just bellow flames forward in a 15-foot cone, and they have to do a dexterity saving throw.
All right, let's see. So you got first warrior. What did you say, dex save?
Yes, that is what I said.
First one is looks like a 7. Probably not gonna cut it.
That is not gonna cut it. The number to beat's a 15.
Okay.
Because it's the fire elementals.
Second guy rolls a 16, so he will
take half.
Third guy does not.
Okay, so the 2 people who failed take 24 fire damage.
You burn them you burn their bodies immediately to a crisp.
Wonderful.
They just kind of don't even melt. It's just ash.
Perfect. And then the other person takes 12 fire damage.
He is severely hurt. He goes down to a knee, and like a lot of the bone in his body's exposed, and he's breathing extremely heavily.
Wonderful. Is that guy within 5 feet of me? The guy who survived?
Yeah, he's actually the guy in front of you.
Great.
At the start of his turn, I got a little surprise for him. Is that how that works?
No.
No. Okay.
It would be cool if it did, but I didn't.
I thought it was like a proximity thing at the start of your turn. If you started your turn within 5 feet of it.
Well, kind of, sort of.
What else you got? Is that it? Is that for your turn, Will?
That is all I can do for now. Yes.
It was effective.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20, personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle. Next up is your boy Barbados. Will, you can tell him in your head what you want him to do. He's been, or no, I think he spends this action. He's been catching people. I think that's what his turn is. He's been preparing to get them out. Keep an eye on his daughter the whole time. He is able to reduce any damage that would have been done from falling damage to these individuals, and that is his turn. Hill Giant that is closest to you will turn and he will try to attack Barbados. And he is going to use the Grey Club. He's going to take 2 attacks. It's a 23 and a crit fail. Okay, so he is going to... Let's see what he does here. First hit does 18 damage. Second hit, I think he spins it around, and the first hit is going to connect. The second one throws him off balance, and as he goes to swing it again, he releases it, and it hits the fire giant for 10 damage. And it's going to hit him in the chest. But actually, Let's see with that. I can't remember what that was a... I can't remember if it hits him or one of the...
People?
Yeah. It does hit the giant. It does not hit a person. It hits the giant in the chest.
Because your boy was about to argue maybe deflect projectiles.
No need. Just double check the damage again. Okay, otherwise, that is his turn. Great. The goblin's dog is just going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. So now each team has just like 2 little goblins kind of hanging around each side of them. They're within 10 feet of you now on your end, and it is your turn.
Cool beans. How much can I get within a 40-foot spear with the goblins next to me? It's 20-foot radius that I'm thinking of.
If you moved down to be right in front of the one, you're going to get both. It kind of they're backed up against that one lava kind of little river that's coming out. They just crossed the little bridge, and so if you move up, you'll be able to get both of those guys.
Cool. What? Can I avoid William if I aim towards the hill giant?
So you're pointing at, what's the radius on it? The radius is 20 feet, but the range is what?
My range of the spell is 90 feet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all of those you would be able to do. Now, you may...
I'm just trying to think of what my best
You're going to hit one of the orcs if you do that as well.
Okay, I'm just going to go for the goblin fuckers and avoid getting myself within.
You could place it a distance away so that the radius is... Okay, so we can do that where it's a distance behind the giant and it only hits the giant. The hill giant.
I think I'm going to go with the goblins, so they're not a problem.
Kind of the goblins and the giant and the orc.
Yes.
So I can get all 4 of them, possibly?
No, you can actually see 5...
The orc is theoretically a good guy.
Yes. So you can put it in a space like between the giant and the 2 goblins far back that it will get all of them in a 20-foot radius.
Okay. Cool beans. I'm gonna try there. I'm just casting sleep. I don't know how much I'll get.
Okay. So what do I have to roll?
She rolls a pool of hit points.
Yes, I do. Let's see, at 2nd level, it's going to be... What is this? 5, 6, 7... 78? Is this right?
Sounds about right.
Yep, 78.
Click.
All the clicks. That will be 33 points for the pool. So we'll take the lowest amount of hit points and then kind of like adds up.
So and it's got to be what? Just whatever, if it equals the goblins
so
or greater.
For example, if the goblins had 10 hit points, you'd get 10 for the first goblin, 10 for the second.
And you have 13
You'd have 13 left for the hill giant. Or if say they had the goblins at 20 HP left, you'd get 20 for the first one, wouldn't have enough for the second one, only the first one.
So you can put both of the goblins to sleep. That will take 14 of your points. Now you could put the orc to sleep if you wanted as well.
It starts from your lowest hit point.
It starts from the lowest
character.
and works up indiscriminately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the orc is next.
Yeah.
So
he'd go to sleep.
Oh, so it has to work. Okay, so and then so you've put the orc to sleep and the 2 goblins to sleep, and the hill giant is still awake.
That's fine. I got rid of 3 problems.
2 current problems and a future problem.
Yeah. Can I hide behind that rock that was just yeeted and squished?
It is on the opposite
people?
side of the room, different side.
Different side of the room. Okay. I'm gonna walk away from my area, away from most people.
So you can walk straight ahead, which will take you to the fire pit. You can kind of walk northeast, which will take you toward Will and the remaining human. Directly north will take you straight to one of the main hill giants and also the fire giant.
No, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to keep
Okay, so-
firearms. I'm kind of squishy.
You are 10 feet from 2 goblins. They have come up on your side.
I thought... Oh,
There's 4 goblins total, 2 your side, 2 the opposite side.
so I set to sleep the other goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I need to move 30 feet away from those goblins.
Okay. You want to move north, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, you're not really in you're 15 feet away from the hill giant and 15 away from the remaining human.
Cool.
That goblin is going 5, 10, 15, 20. So they're the same distance away from you that they were before, 10 feet away, and that is going to be their movement. Now the orcs, that guy is sleeping. These 2 guys, the last 2 orcs, are going to move up to attack.
One of the orcs can use their action to just wake the other one up for free.
They are for free you can? Just like run by, shake him?
Well, it's his action, but there's no roll or anything. He just wakes him up.
Yeah, I think what he's going to do instead, he's going to run over and they are both going to attack the sleeping goblins.
Fair enough.
First one's going to attack with advantage. That's going to hit anyway.
Unconscious creatures, I think, are automatic crits, aren't they?
I think you're right. Sleep is unconscious?
I don't know if it's an automatic crit.
Being asleep is unconscious.
It's me. They're going to die anyways.
Or something like that.
Oh, that hit took him out.
Unconscious creature is incapacitated, can't move, speak, and is the word information. Drops whatever it's holding and falls prone. Automatically fails strength and dexterity. This attack against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit.
Oh,
if the attack
heck yeah.
is 5 feet of the creature.
Cool. They're going to attack those. Yeah, then they're dead. Those goblins are toast. Leaving their orc friend asleep, and the hill giant still running around. Next up is... He's asleep. They've already gone. This last warrior, he's so beat up. He's an honorable man. So he's going to just take his longsword and he's going to swipe out at this fiery figure that is in front of him.
Trying to go down swinging or step up.
He rolls an 11. I'm assuming that doesn't hit. So in his exhaustion, he just kind of from a kneeling position, tireless, like with so tired, swings out. The sword barely comes up into the air as it clings back to the ground, and he's just tripod position. And we're gonna go back to the top. The hill giant is gonna move over toward Beatrice, seeing her kind of come over near that area. And he's going to take a swing, just the nearest thing he can get to.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 25. And he's going to swing that thing overhead, smash down, and that does 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. I'll use my reaction to uncanny dodge it to take half.
Okay, and he's going to swing again, and I don't think an 11 will hit.
Nope.
Okay, cool. So he does it twice. So the first time he swings down and he's enraged, and so he's coming again with that same attack to hit because he knows he hit you the first time, and then he just a swing and a miss.
Just dodging it.
Fume, it's your turn. You're climbing on this fire giant.
You know, I can't hurt this fire giant until I get rid of his armor, so I am cutting ropes, my friend.
Okay, roll 2 attacks for me.
Let's go. An 11.
Yep, you cut one, rope cuts, and you hear a person scream as they fall.
And an 11.
And then one says, no, you cut, and he falls too. And again, Barbados is below. He's just kind of catching people, taking hits. Even he's kind of sacrificing himself because he's just waiting for you to get out to his daughter who's on the shield. Okay, anything else on your turn?
No, I'm too scared to punch.
Okay. The fire giant this time, he feels like the weight decreasing, and he notices you now. And he looks down kind of at his chest, and he is going to, with like a fist around the hilt of his sword or whatever, he's going to try to just bang on his chest where you are. So this would be just regular attack action, I assume.
Versus no.
He's trying to attack you while on. He's just gonna like try to squash motion you.
So he can make an attack against me, but it won't like knock me off of him. That's a different thing.
Okay, so he's gonna just do that. That's what he wants to
But
do.
if he just wants to do damage to me, he can absolutely.
Actually, let's do that. He wants to. He's gonna grab you off. You're like a pissant. He's gonna try to take you off and throw you.
Okay, so that's athletic versus acrobatics. 21.
We tied. You roll again?
No, in a contest, it remains the same state as it was.
Correct, because it's like
Boom.
it defaults to revert conditions.
Okay, so
nothing happens.
he tries to grab you and just is not. He's still paying attention to the fight going on.
I think what I have to do is like he goes to reach me, and I have to like parkour off of his chest onto his other opposite arm, so that he can't like get a hold of me.
Okay, so you've jumped now onto shield arm is where you are, because he had tried to grab you with sword arm.
I want to be very clear, Devin, just so you know. I'm cutting her off last because Barbados needs to help me, and I'm afraid that if he gets his little girl, he's just gonna dip.
Next up is the Warchief. He's gonna move up and he's gonna make some attacks against this. Okay, and he's gonna. You see like this scream come out of him. He kind of like his eyes go red a little bit. First attack does 12, and he's gonna miss with that one. Gosh, he just misses with both. He's just not able, for whatever reason, to get a good fine purchase on this hill giant. We're gonna pass him, and Will, it is your turn.
Yeah, so I got one guy left in front of me. Is there a hill giant less than 30 feet away from me, or less than 40 feet away from me?
He is less than 40 feet away from you.
All right, great. So with my first attack, I'm going to just swing at this human that's still left in front of me, right? Because he's still there?
Yep.
All right. Cool. Let's roll an attack. See if I hit. Oh, yeah, it's a natural 20.
Yes. How does he die? Yeah,
how does he
Poor old
die?
chap.
So, I mean, it's the act of just, like, touching him with my arm. So I think I just claw through him with this flame arm and just leave a molten path through his body.
As if you got smacked in the face with a hand made out of lava.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I charge forward to the hill giant and attempt to attack him as well, because I get to take 2 touch attack.
Yeah, so if you attack there, you're good, and you get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's 30 feet in front of you.
Perfect. I run straight for him. And then proceed to roll a natural 1. Fuck!
Well, give it and take it away, right?
Yep. Wow, way to just, that's a heads and tails of it. A nat 20
So
right to
a natural 1, you said?
Yeah.
I think you swipe at him, and you do hit him, but you see him, like, laugh at you as your fire connects with his body.
Shitty.
All right, we did William.
That's the hill giant, right?
No, fire giant, right?
I went for the hill giant.
He went for the hill giant.
Oh, hill giant. Okay. Then as you swipe by, I think you whiff, and now you're just kind of, your back is to him.
Makes sense. I was like, man, why are these hill giants immune to fire?
Yeah.
The fire giant I would have expected.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I think I'm going to leave Barbados. He's still, if you are cutting people, his next turn will be catching people. That's what I'm going to say.
That's fair.
Makes sense to me. All my friends are dead. The warriors are gone. Hill Giant is going to attack the sleeping orc.
Now, Devin,
yes,
you're gonna make that attack with advantage. I would like you to hear my theory as to why this hit should not be a critical hit. Would you like to hear it?
let's do it.
So it says specifically in the unconscious condition that and any melee attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Now, I posit to you that these giants are at least large creatures, meaning they have a 10-foot reach. They have extended reach. There's no reason why he would walk directly up to it so that his toe was touching him and then smash him. He would smash from his natural distance of 10 feet, which, unfortunately, due to the rules as written of the unconscious condition, would not result in a critical hit.
I'm down with that. Still does not save your boy because it does a lot of damage.
All right, well,
You motion accepted.
that orc is up in heaven. Like, man, Scott really tried to do something for me.
Yep. So he's knocked
He
unconscious.
should really try to hook me up, didn't he? He fought for me.
I think
with
he's
the
just
bat
kind
for
of
me.
wiped against the side of the fire pit and just kind of skirts down. His two orc buddies are not afraid, but probably just even more enraged than anything.
They
Beatrice,
didn't
you're
get
up.
mad.
So William's right up here with this hill giant I'm with, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
I think William is dead. I watched him drop into a volcano. A fire elemental came out, but I assume that was a blood sacrifice. I do not know that this is William.
We
He's
don't
not
know
talked to
that
me in
this
my
is
brain
William,
yet.
but it's definitely an ally.
He killed that dude, and then he didn't straighten his lava tie, so I have no idea.
Fair enough.
I gotcha. Anyway, he's attacking the same thing I'm trying to attack, so right now I consider that a friendly. It doesn't
Fair enough.
have, like, the red ring around
I mean,
the
Will
other
gave
player.
his life to summon this fire elemental,
Yeah.
so
It's meant to be.
we should put it to use.
I almost spit this out all over my laptop.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have been very good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for that rogue thing and dagger it up a couple times with my fancy knife.
Dagger
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
because it's one weapon. I forgot it's the whole butterfly knife.
Thief sword.
No, it's the double thing. So just two.
When it's the two daggers, it's called a thief sword. Well, they call it a thief sword in Final Fantasy IX.
Alright, and I'm just gonna go and hit it.
One of the more famous thief swords was the butterfly knife.
You definitely hit. Yep.
21. Sweet. As I get used to D&D. That is a 12 damage. And because I got Sanjay's love activated, he has to make a DC 15 dexterity check to not get burned.
Probably not gonna be good. Yeah, he gets burned. So he's got burn status.
Yes.
Burn notice.
And that's 1d6.
Sick burn.
4. 4 fire.
He
Although-
lets out a as you take a slice into him.
Sweet.
Okay. The next living thing I come to is the two orcs that are down below. And they are just going to attack the nearest target to them, which is one of the other hill giants. The first attack is going to miss. Second one is going to hit. And this hill giant will take 14 damage from that hit. So you see that they finally, it looks like, been able to get some hits in on this thing and are not going to give up easily. Next orc, similar fashion, going to take his 2 swings. Oh, that's a crit. So 15 plus. Six, and for a second attack. Yep, that definitely hits. Dang, so there's a massive amount of damage that's done. This hill giant will take a knee and like a fist to the ground as he takes just a ton of damage from these two orcs.
Hell yeah. That's why I brought him.
Next up is the other hill giant. He's just going to swing out at Beatrice, who has tried to attack him.
Wait,
Does
you're not scared of me?
13 hit.
13 does not hit.
Yeah, a swing and a miss. The great axe he's got swings by and does nothing to you.
So neither of these fucking hill giants are scared of me. All right, time to bring the fucking
I'm
heat.
going to taunt him just a little bit.
Fume, you're up. You're still climbing this thing. I think you're on the left arm now.
Is there a light at the end of this rope cutting tunnel, Devin? Like, how are we looking as far as ropes?
Okay, so here's what I'll tell you. You know that there were 12 people on. You've got it down to 7 people. There are 3 on the shield.
Okay. Now, with there being less options, can I make that investigation check again? I'll take disadvantage because I'm climbing. Maybe a little bit of a lower DC because there's less ropes to cut.
Man, do you just want to know if there's a point that makes it easier for more people to drop off?
Well, I know the shield. The shield would get 3 off ostensibly.
So what I'll just tell you this. The shield has a chain that that has the people wrapped around. It's not rope. It's a chain.
I'm just gonna go for that chain. I'm gonna try to take that chain out, and I'm going to attack chains with chains. So I'll be using my Blood Fury tattoo to do some extra. Because I assume I'm going to do a lot of damage to these chains.
Yes. Well, I have a certain number. If you just get the number, you're going to break the chains that bind. Then.
Okay. So do you want me to roll normal attacks on it?
Yes.
The breaker of chains with chains.
Do I have advantage? Because it's still like on him.
No, I would say no, because you're climbing, so you're having to hang on at the same time you're attacking.
Well, then my first attack is a natural 1.
Okay, so I think you hear the screams of those people, and they're yelling, "Help! Help us, please! Help us, we're next!" And so you reach out and you try to hit that, and you do not find purchase. Not unsuccessful in that one.
Extra attack. It's a 25.
I think roll the damage just to see what damage does. I don't know what I think there is a HP or whatever for chains.
There should be, yeah. Usually it's got like a damage threshold where if you don't do at least X amount of damage, you don't do any damage. It's a whole weird thing. But I'll roll my dips. 11 and then...
Okay, I found it. Yeah, go ahead and tell me what the...
Chain has 10 hit points and can be burst with a successful 20 DC 20 strength.
So I have done 11 slashing damage, 19 necrotic damage.
All right. Here's what we've got.
So 30 damage total.
Your second swing, as you're kind of almost blindly doing it. I mean, you've seen as he's moving the shield, you've been able to hit where this connects, maybe in the under. I say no. Actually, you see the underside where it connects, and you're able to hit that portion, and it bursts. But there are 3 people who are on this shield, 20 feet up, and there is only one Barbados, and we know who he's going to catch. So he maneuvers himself as these 3 fall, and you hear their screams.
Can I jump and grab one person? I mean, I know I probably can't get them both, but can I grab one person and turn my body so that I take the fall?
Is it 2 rules lawyerly if you've already had your actions that it would remove you from being able to do that? Is that fair? Unless you have some like you said, like economy thing you can get rid of, or movement you can use.
In terms of,
he has bonus action to dash to justify the jump, and then you could use the catch as like the
only real reaction that I have is I have slow fall, which lets me fall slowly. But I don't necessarily have anything mechanically that would give me a reaction here, so that's fair.
Here's what I'll tell you.
I can bonus action shadow step 60 feet if there's any shadow on the ground, including this giant shadow.
Or the shadow of the people falling.
Here's what I think happens.
Oh, I just bonus action into their shadow and be ready to catch.
The people are falling, and Barbados is beneath his daughter. And there's a blonde-haired man and a red-haired woman who are falling, and they are looking up. Who do you choose?
I mean, If I'm a blonde-haired man, I can't let this red-headed woman die, and I live on. I would feel guilty forever. I'll save the lady.
So she is seconds from hitting the ground. Her shadow isn't quite big enough yet. And just before she's able to hit the ground, you're able to see the shadow and step into it and catch her. And the man will fall and hit the ground. I mean, he's not... Let's see, he's going to take 2d6.
2d6 explosion, yeah.
He takes, and I think he's able to hit maybe the stairs, so it's a little bit less damp, like as a fall. So he hits that and rolls down, and you hear some cracks, and he's holding his arm and screaming out in pain.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it. And so they get up, and Barbados...
I totally get it. It's like a trolley problem, man. What are you going to do?
Barbados looks at you with his daughter in his hands, and he says to you, I'm sorry.
I know.
And that's where we're in the episode.
Hell yeah. Look at that. Our boy. Saving people. The
Hey,
woman could
everybody.
have died.
He could.
So,
Well, who knows? If we have another episode of Lawful, if that happens in the future, we're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Episode 55. Wow. 55 episodes. Great. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging on. Thanks for sticking in there. If you're new to this campaign, please go back and listen to campaigns 1 and 2. We think they're good. We've been doing this for a long time, and so we have to think that at this point, I think. So please just go listen. Thanks for listening, and if you're still on the ride, everyone else tell them all the things I was about to talk about.
Hey, if you want to support the show, you can go to store.lawfulstupid.org and you can see shirts, you can see stickers, you can see like the anniversary poster, all which are very, very good. But you can also get the new Lawful Stupid sticker pack, which I had a hard time not labeling the Lawful Stupid Sexy sticker pack, but I didn't do it. You can get the Hot William, who's wrapped up in spicy tentacles, the Lucian, the No Pants Lucian, and the
Deceiving.
I'll
Deceiving
show
name.
you Saucy, the Sexy Beatrice, and it's $7 for all three of those. Boom.
I like to call that one the honey pot.
The honey pot,
Yep.
yes, that one's good. Yep. So it's the Hentai William, the No Pants Lucian, and the honey pot Beatrix.
There it is. That's better. That's
Right.
good.
Yeah, maybe we should do singles of them too and just label it that.
Yeah.
I was like, which one do I want to sell today? Let's do Patreon. You can come support us at patreon.lawfulstupid.org, and for $1 a month, you get all the extra fun little tidbits we hide behind like a $1 wall.
The wall's only $1 high. You can
Yeah, it's
Step
super
over it.
easy. We have a bunch of fun stuff behind there, like extra recordings, stuff, secret stuff for Steve Floor, because we keep planning on him going. It's gonna be great.
Good secret. And of course, you can join us in doing good as we always do with our Roll for Humanity. This is going to be our last roll for First Book, which is a wonderful organization helping promote literacy in our youth, which is a really, really, really important tool for the babies to have. We're going to roll for them now. We're going to roll our D20, and I got a 19. $19 for First Book. Join us in our holy cause. Do it. Roll dice and make the world better. It's pretty magic if you think about it that way. You're just rolling a die, and then the world's better. And there's a slight monetary transaction in the middle, but it's all cool. It's all cool.
And as always, it's my pleasure to bring to you the good news story that we will not destroy in any way. Headline reads, kindergarten kids had never seen snow, so Florida teacher gets sister to ship a snowman. And then it's got, like, in the quotes, it's here!
What?
Kindergarten kids had never seen snow, so Florida teacher gets sister to ship a snowman. It's here.
It's Florida. They've never seen snow. She puts a snowman in a freezer sealed.
Puts a man in
container.
a box.
That's what we're assuming. We're assuming
Ships
that's
there,
what
and they
she
go.
What she did
And-
send is a whole bunch of
Yeah.
germs in a box.
It's my germs in a box.
Avon taking the COVID take.
It could be COVID, but like I've seen videos where they show you a petri dish of like icicles that have been from outside, and they're like, "Look at all the germs. That's germs in a box." I don't trust the snowman can be shipped.
I don't trust
But
the
you
snowman
trust
can be
like
shipped.
normal snowman.
No.
He's naked. This is a naked
Fucking rookie.
Yeah, if it's not
do you got,
frosty,
Dwayne?
I don't
It's not
trust
even
it.
a good. It's not even. Oh, spoiler! It's not even a good snowman. It's got blueberry eyes. It doesn't have a carrot nose. Standard. That's it.
So it's corn cob hut.
No, nothing.
they
No
wouldn't-
mouth.
They wouldn't do that for the kids. No smoking. All the
It
kids
doesn't
are
even have a
vaping.
top hat. See?
He's
Can't
got a corn
trust
cob
it.
vape.
Can't trust it.
What you got?
What do they not tell us? What are they keeping out? What are they hiding?
Look, I don't know how to tell you this, but if you guys ever realize that like there's no such thing as like good stories, right? Like the Tooth Fairy,
Right.
It's like stealing your fucking teeth. You know, Santa's
Yeah.
breaking into your house.
Teeth are just bones. So
Yeah,
it's a
the
bone
story
thing, if you
of
think about
the
it.
story of a snowman being a good thing, like Frosty the Snowman, is a fucking evil bastard. Where do you think he got his hat from? The fucking
evil
ship this
bastard store?
monster, and it murdered these children. And it said,
Children.
"I'm here."
I'm here. It's here.
Yeah.
It was fear. They were saying it was fear. It's here.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, hello, I'm Lawful, and welcome to this special edition of 60 Minutes. Inside, we'll be taking a look at the human trafficking ring that has been springing out of Florida. Frankly, I don't know. I've kind of lost this bit, to be honest. I'm not really enthused about it. I just like the picture of a Vice story of just like shipping containers opening up, and it's just like scared snowmen, like, oh, we didn't know. We just wanted
It's
a
kids
better
in
life."
snowman costumes.
It's like this horrible
just wanna
tragedy
go
of human
home.
trafficking
Yeah.
through the lens of adorable snowmen.
Wake up,
Disney
sheeple.
featurette. Wake up, sheeple.
Go look in your local container shop and see if there's a kid in a snowman outfit, just chilling.
Wait, no,
No pun
let me
intended.
try again. Let me try again.
Yeah. Okay. Round two. Take two. Clack.
Here's the thing, people. If you think about it, what is snow? It's just frozen water.
Yeah.
And what is water? It's hydrogen, oxygen, H2O. Now, what else was H2O? It was the Halloween 20-year edition anniversary. I'm so sorry. These aren't good bits.
All right. Take three. Take three. Ready. Go.
Take three.
Clack.
All right, so here's the thing about the snowman story that they're not telling you. These snowmen, where's their paperwork? Where's their identification? Where are they coming from? Where are they going? Who do they owe allegiance? If we keep opening our interstate borders to allow the transport of these icy men, we are opening the door to domestic terrorism. We're saying ISIS. Oh, that's
there
a
it
cute
is.
little coincidence.
You just caught that connection, didn't you?
Yeah. ISIS. ISIS, icicle. Think about it. Anyway,
Dude, you did it in three.
I did it in three.
Good things come in three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not terrorist.
ISIS.
ISIS comes in three. And as we always say,
2, 1.
Love you.
we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
We love you. Bye.
Dear Ginge, this is going to be a combat-heavy episode. Love you. You sexy son of a
Love you
bitch.
so much.
Mean it.
You sexy, sexy man.